Yo, what's good with y'all? Today's a very educational video. Hold on, let me talk to you. I'm gonna teach y'all how to day trade, and part of day trading, is as we get long, it's gonna be more psychology videos. But as of right now, I'm gonna teach y'all how to do it. To like day 5 is gonna be like actual like strategy. You should have a strategy down by day 5, but price action, you should have it down today. Watch the video again if you don't understand it, and there's gonna be more psychology videos because I think psychology is more than the actual setup itself. With that being said, let's do the do and get into the video. All right, so day trading. What is day trading? Let's say price goes up, and if you're in a buy, you bought around here. Day trading means that you have gained profit from this level to this level. Since you bought here at this level, you gained this. This could be, since we're on micro crude, this could be like $30. I'm gonna be honest. and vice versa. If you enter a sell at the top, so you sold right there, you gained all the profit from here to here. Now let me teach y'all price action. I do have a couple of things that I need y'all to write down. I should be straight, bro. It's really simple. I teach really simple how to trade. It's not hard at all. What you need to understand is that price will move differently depending on the time frame. Always. It will move differently depending on the time frame. If I'm on the 15-minute time frame, you'll notice there's more candles, which means price can fluctuate. We hold based off the 1 hour. If the 1 hour doesn't break structure, your trade is still good. Do not FOMO off the 15-minute. You need to get this in your head now. Write this down. Do not FOMO off the 15-minute. Terrible idea. I've done it before when I first started. You're probably going to do it. You're probably going to ignore me. It's okay. It happens, but please do not refrain from it as much as possible. Because as you know, I also wrote my notes down too. I don't want y'all thinking I'm like looking at like my phone or some shit. My phone's right here. But as you know, if we go on the 1 minute time frame, I know a lot of scalpers like the 1 minute time frame. We don't scalp. We're looking to swing trade or just hold for like at least 4 hours. Then you'll notice that there's way more candles because it moves faster on the lower time frame. Again, we trade higher time frame, 1 hour to 4 hour. All right. So don't get FOMO'd into that's gonna come later, but that's in the next video. Liquidity. Just hold on. All right. Chill. Let's get into the next part. And if you want to day trade, you're probably gonna need like TradingView, Tradeovate. If you want to trade futures, like how I trade futures, I'm not logged in right now. I don't want to get leaked. You can trade futures. You can Momo, Coinbase. You can do Bitcoin, all that. If you need a broker, I don't have a broker, but I don't know, man. Just use Tradeovate. Just trade futures, bro. Trade futures, trade Forex. It's easy, bro. It's not much different. I want to get y'all up to speed on what consists of uptrends and what consists of downtrends. Like what makes it an uptrend, what makes it a downtrend. This is an uptrend. And let me tell you how I know. Because I made it. No, but for real, this is an uptrend. Because price consists of higher highs and higher lows. This is the low we started with, right? Said, hey, if it comes up higher, we want to mark that as a higher high or a high because, there's nothing here, but I can only assume that prices here. Let me show you. These are higher lows and just, higher highs. You get the point. HHHL. And I want you to write this down. An uptrend will consist of higher highs and higher lows, right? I want you to remember this. This is the most important part. Seriously, it really is. Fucking headphones broken. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Believe it or not, you're already like 10% there. All right. If you can understand that, you're good. Okay. Now I want you to ask yourself, what does a downtrend consist of? Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. I want you to write this down right here. You feel me? A downtrend, can't spell, consists of lower highs, T-flow, God damn it. Lower highs and lower lows. That's it. I promise you, that's it. That's how you can identify a trade. So I'm gonna show you an example. I want you to understand. Because it's not going to look picture perfect like this. Because it took me a minute to be like, oh, wow, Guys, mark this down. Write this down. An uptrend consists of higher highs. I want you to remember this. And higher lows. That's how you know it's an uptrend. A downtrend is lower highs and lower lows. And I'm going to show y'all how to identify this on the chart really quick. So as you can probably tell on the 1 hour time frame, let's say we saw a chart from here, we notice that there is a higher, let me make this black too, because higher low from this low, higher high, higher low, higher high, stagnant a little bit. And we're going to get into that. That's going to be like right after I finish this. But all in all, it makes a higher low beating this low that we marked. It does break, but wicks can break. Especially in the high price action we're in now, wicks can break. These are wicks, by the way. These like massive things. So weird. These like massive things, these are wicks. Those can break. You know, they might wipe you out sometimes. It's unfortunate. We're in a really high news time, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did. But higher highs, higher lows, you know? A downtrend, which I can easily find here. You know, a higher low, which is a high. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You get the point. You get the point. I want you to know this. I want you to write this down. Price will not break these structures unless price is reversing or consolidating or consolidating, not this, or consolidating. Right? Price will never break these higher highs, higher low structures unless it is reversing. Why? Because if we know, where's it at? Okay, because if we know like uptrend right here, right? If price breaks this, it's not an uptrend no more. We're getting out of that trade. We're closing it. Let's say we entered here. We're closing this trade, you know. We're not holding this so it can go downtrend. It's not even guaranteed to come here no more. It's just, you know, and price should never break structure on any time frame. You can write that down. I'm gonna get into that later, but you can totally write that down now. Price will never break structure unless it's tending to reverse or consolidate. Shouldn't. It just can't. Otherwise, it's not an uptrend or a downtrend. Now, what is consolidation, you may ask? Consolidation is when price doesn't give you any indicator whatsoever. Price doesn't break any high, doesn't break any low. It's just stagnant, you know, like chess, you know, it's stagnant. You don't want to trade a stagnant chart because you have no idea where it's going. And you might even see like a breakout in here, like, oh, okay, the lower time frame might say, oh, these are all higher highs and higher lows. So it's obviously going to go up, and it might go up and then boom, completely wipe you. I'll show you an example on the chart because I feel like it might benefit you more. If we go back to March, I can show you. You notice around here, let's just say this is the level that we want. It's a break for us to even be like, hey, price is going to move this way. This is the level that we're going to say, hey, price is at its lowest at this point. You want to measure off the candle and not the wick. This is price's lowest point. This is price's highest point. At this level is our breakout. You know, let it break out and then we'll let it retest. And then we'll buy at this level again. I deadass just told you the strategy just right there, but don't trade consolidation, bro, because you always want to wait for that breakout. You have no idea where price is going. But what do we take from this? Do not trade consolidation. Anyways, what do we gain from this? Do not trade consolidation. You will get screwed. Boom. It's simple as that. You'll get clean wiped. You can screenshot that if you want. Screenshot all that. So we're going to delete this. Remember, price will not break structure unless it's trying to reverse or consolidate. We'll get into reversals later. Reversals aren't really important right now. I just want you to see a setup and I want you to take a setup. So to add on to consolidation, right? Price isn't breaking any structure. However, that's, you know, consolidation could be tricky, bro. That shit could be for like 3 days, bro. I'm telling y'all, March was terrible, bro. But it's okay. Because we are going to wait for that breakout. I don't care if it takes a week for a breakout. Don't trade this. Nothing's guaranteed. But you might notice, and let's change the color on that price makes a breakout. Make it red. This is our okay, this price is moving now. This is okay, I'm a little, why is it still here? Holy fuck. You're selling my video, bro. Anyways, you might notice price is now finally moving. Thank God. You don't want to trade breakouts. And let me tell you why. Because it's not guaranteed. And you know, with liquidation, the next video, so I can touch on that later. But it's not guaranteed for this breakout to go, you know, Elon Musk to the moon, you know? Like this breakout could literally, you could enter here, right? And you might see this breakout and be like, okay, price could instantly correct on you, right? It may not break structure, but you're down damn sure a lot of money. And you gain way less money. You gain way less money because didn't give price its time to wipe out all the FOMOs and the late traders and the people who are just money hungry. You have to let it go as high as possible. Even if it may seem hard, like to like FOMO yourself. I don't give a fuck if it moved up 1,000 points. Do not take these breakout trades. Do not trade breakouts. They're also called indicators. Indication. I know people call them indication. My dog calls them indication. Do not trade indication, bro. Don't trade it. It's just a mental idea that you can say, hey, anyways, you can say this is our levels that we want price to break out of. These levels are important. You want price to see if it breaks out of these levels, right? Price means that the sellers here are strong. However, if price beats here, we know there's no sellers. There is no sellers. They'd have no money on us. So we say, hey, let price retest. If it never breaks this low, which is the low where you would set your stop loss. Oh, they changed it. I like it. Finally, you know, have to guess. But you say, hey, under this low, it's our stop loss. I don't know. There would be more information on where you set it, but from where you enter, it'd be like here to here. And I know you're thinking like, oh, that's no money. Yeah. It could be like here, realistically, you know. But we're just gonna say like, fuck it, we're gonna say return. You know, we want that risk ratio to be look good. But you want price to break, retest, test this level again. And if your alarm hits, bro, you enter that trade, bro. Like, don't trade breakouts, bro. You gain nothing from it. I guarantee you. Because if you buy here, you're not gonna make as much as if you bought here. You understand me? Like this right here might be plus $200. Let's say price reaches here. This might be plus $200, but this might be plus $500 if you buy right here. Okay, so don't trade breakouts, please, 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 please. That's it. Yeah, that's price action, pretty much. That's it. Don't trade consolidation. Higher highs, higher lows consist of buy. Lower lows, lower highs consist of downtrend. Price will not break structure unless it tries to reverse or consolidate. Do not trade consolidation. That's it. Yeah, that's for a beginner. That's all you need. Yeah, that's it. I don't want your money. It's a free course. Yeah, that's literally it. I can't stress enough how easy trading really is. First video, keep trading, keep paper trading. If it's not working for you, it will keep going. We'll see y'all. Peace.